Hey everyone, Fran here from Helix Studios, and, well, big update today. The tutorial level is very much nearing its completion, and we've just started shaping up our very first trailer, so let's dive right into it. I have a few things to show you today, so I'm just going to bring up the bullet points. So, here is the plan. We will be taking a look at some progress shots from the tutorial, pretty much just being a demo of what we've got so far. We'll be polishing it and whatnot, and then we will be discussing the difficulties of shaping up our tutorial and how things will be going on that end, our potential plans for the first trailer, we'll see that very soon, and a sneak preview at an upcoming level. I will be showing you all that today, so let's not waste any more time and just get right into it. Alright, so within the tutorial, here's the latest build of what we got. I'm very, very happy with our artist at the moment. They've been doing a wonderful job shaping up the assets as need be. Like, for example, our parallax effect here in the background is fantastic. Been loving it so far. There are some control things which we are getting back into shape. For example, the gliding, at the moment not included, but you will be sure to get around to that. So the tutorial is basically explaining the initial concepts of the gameplay, right? Showing off some of Chikki's moveset we have available so far. So yeah, and one of the new features we have is climbing. A very, very demo version of our climbing. Chikki will be rotated the right way. Oh, as you can see, our little companion friend has found a memory fragment. What those do, you will learn as the game progresses. And ooh, what's up there? Let's jump up here. Find some more of these fragments. Ooh, climb all the way up there. Now, because of the movement we have, as you climb up one of the walls, and then jump at the same time, you get this super jump. I'll be talking with some of the programmers on how to properly implement that, but yeah, I like how it's shaping up so far. It allows access to this final part of the first level, and as we go through it, we need to jump up here. Just continue wall climbing, and then we make it here. And what is meant to happen, the player then gracefully glides over to the end. Mostly the issue is we are trying to figure out how to get this working properly with a joystick and programming the buttons. We should be converting to the new Unity input system, which will make things much, much easier on both our end and on the player's end, so you won't need to worry about what control method you are using as you play the game, of course. I also wanted to mention some of the difficulties we had while developing this first level. You'll see on the side here we have some options, select and deselected, for example, gliding, dashing, and double jumping. You may have seen me double jumping throughout the level. That will not be in the final version of this tutorial because all we want to show here is the climbing and the gliding. So those are the two core parts of Chikki's move kit, and we want to implement them in focus here. This is actually where much of the trailer will be taking place. Since we have pretty much the background on this complete, we will be using this background on many of the levels going forward since it's spectacular to say the least. But yeah, some difficulties was that initially we did have the gliding and double jumping as a part of the tutorial. You would be seeing how they were shown, but we have decided to instead implement them later in the game to free up some space and to add more content later. So there, and to add more reasoning as to why she's getting these abilities. She's progressing through the game. She's getting more. We're still planning out how she should be learning these new movesets, whether or not it's through like a skill tree or she just unlocks them throughout levels, Metroidvania style. So yeah, that is one of the main key difficulties that we had. So we don't have too much at the moment in terms of planning out the final concept trailer, but using this current environment we have and what we have planned for the next level, which is actually the very last thing I want to show you in the video today. So here is a initial concept that I have sketched up. Got my notebook here that I currently have with initial concepts that drawn right here. Camera can't see, but believe me, it is there. And so yeah, using what the player learned through the tutorial, they'll be making their way up through inside the trees gliding down, using the climb and the wall jump in tandem, because that will be used a lot throughout the game, and then interacting with the NPCs and the end bridge section in order to unlock the last door and progress through, and we're going to be using that a lot. So it's just an initial concept for the next level. We plan to have it take place in Chikki's home village, which is a bunch of tree houses, which is why she's being asked to reconnect the bridge and help whatever situation is going on, and then the game shall progress from there. As always, we would love your feedback on this type of stuff and what you think would make for a great first trailer. Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the big reveal. I've been Francisco with Helix, and thank you very much. Bye.